Hello, welcome to Module 6, Adding Words. Once your child is used to the process of going through sounds and maybe making some of the sounds, you're ready to bring in some actual words. First, you need to look at the sounds your child is saying. This is called his consonant inventory. So as you went through the sounds, not necessarily on a ring like this, but however you decide to do it, when you look at the sounds your child can say, you're going to try to find some short, understandable words that either start or end with those sounds. It's very important that you also do include words that end with those sounds, because many kids, including Kathleen, are more likely to, at first, say the end sounds of words than the beginning. It's just a common thing. So words that end or begin with them. So let's say your child has learned to say the sound F. Well, you can think of some simple words that start with F: fun, fish, five, flower, or end with F: off, cough. Okay, or if your child has learned to say the T sound, you can say words that start with T: toe, table, tummy, or end with T: pat, pet, bite, kite, and so on. If your child says any approximations of these words, treat them like a real word, even if it doesn't sound perfect. Then start having your child use that word. Show them a picture or a flashcard, or just a photograph, or pick out a story that uses this word in it and have them fill in the blanks in those sentences. One of the best ways to do this is to take some photos of things around your house that your child is learning to say. Put one of them per page in a small photo album. The Grandma Bragg book type photo album is a perfect size to put up just one photo of a specific thing. And your child can actually sit down with you and read this book, preferably in front of a mirror. You might even find your child reading this book on their own. Or you can go find some dollar store flashcards and pull out the cards for the words that actually have the sounds you're working on, because they'll always have the whole alphabet worth of sounds. So if your child is working on T, there be a couple of words in there with the T sound, and so on. Again, you can insert these right into little photo albums if you want to keep them from getting lost, or just do whatever you're going to do with them. But having words that are familiar things for your child that use those sounds at the beginning or the end are what you're going to be doing in this next step. I will include a link to some of the fun to work on words that I can think of that use all of the sounds, and ones that I used from my speech therapy with kids. I mentioned in my introduction that I discovered much after the fact that the method I had been using was similar to an apraxia of speech method that I didn't even realize I was using. Is called the Kaufman approach. And the system is part of a big system called the Kaufman Speech-to-Language Protocol, or the Kaufman SLP. It uses a large set of cards. This is there's two boxes like this, and then there's some books and things. And they are all arranged according to pronunciation patterns that a child uses. It says to start, I'll show you an example. They're big, bright cards. For instance, this is the word apple. And on the back, it shows you, starting at the bottom, with the most simplified pronunciation of it that you might try to teach a child to say. And you work your way up the list as you fine-tune the pronunciation. So you would start, if the child can't say it at all, you might teach them to say a-o, a-o. And then after they can do that, then you might teach them to say apa, and then apa, and whatever place you're on. And all of the cards are like this. This is the word on. It just shows you simple ways to do that. And they just show, you pick whatever level your child is working at, and you kind of keep fine-tuning it. It's a whole system, and this system is produced and sold in the United States. It's made for speech therapists. It's usually sold to schools and clinics, so it's expensive for individual families to buy. But I will provide links to this system if you're interested in checking it out. But even if you don't have that system, just expanding your child's speech sounds using simple words from around your house in your child's life are going to make a world of difference in how your child communicates. As far as speech therapy goes in your schools, If your speech therapists are working with this type of thing, that's wonderful. You can keep reinforcing it at home. A lot of times I've noticed that in the last few years, speech therapists seem to work a lot on using a speech generating device, which is wonderful, or sign language, or picture exchanges, or other methods. By all means, keep working on those, but don't give up too early on actual speech. As I said, Kathleen did not really speak until she was 8, but I also didn't really start working with her on speech until she was 8. Would she have started sooner if I worked with her sooner? At age 4, she had those 4 words. Had I worked with her then, would they have expanded? I will never know. Our children never stop learning and developing. As I say, Kathleen is 32, and she's still, every day I see a new improvement in some area of her speech. So no matter what, just don't give up. Keep working. It's not going to hurt anything to work it. It's going to be fun for you to work with your child, and who knows, you may end up very happily surprised. I'd like to end this with a video that I made last year in the spring to show you Kathleen working on her speech words. These are taken from the Kaufman, there's a set of 50 words that I took from the Kaufman SLP approach. And it was just a lot of fun. She has her own will, strong will, certain words she wanted to say that weren't right on the list, and I had to kind of skip around, but it's pretty fun. And most of all, you can see what fun she has talking. I'll keep you posted on how she does. Thank you very much. I hope some of these ideas have helped you, and I will post a lot of links, and you can contact me at any time if you have questions about your child's speech. Good luck and have fun. Hi, Kathleen. Hi, should we look at your book here? Let's say your words, should we?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Here we go. Okay. Cook.
Cook.
Cake.
Cake.
Cork.
Cook.
Kick.
Kick.
Coke.
Coke.
Cup.
Cup.
Coop.
Coop.
Cap.
Cap.
Can.
Gone.
There's corn. Comb.
Gum.
We're on the wrong page. Cab.
Cow.
There's a cow, yep. What's that one? Oh, the doggy's food is all
Gone.
all gone. Give.
Okay.
This one. Kid.
Kid.
Count.
Count.
Kit.
Kit.
Cat.
Cat.
Kite.
Kite.
Coat.
Coat.
Peck.
Peck.
Poke.
Poke.
Pick.
Pick.
Park.
Park.
What's that one?
Pack.
Backpack. Yep. Is she peeking? Say peek.
Peek.
Book.
Book.
What is this one? Game.
Game.
Gum.
Gun.
Where are you? Golf.
God.
Skipping ahead on candy.
Candy.
Carton.
Carton.
Candle.
Candle.
Kitten.
Carton.
Cuddle.
Candle.
Candle. Caddy.
Candy.
This one. Knock.
Nut.
Duck.
Duck.
Bark.
Bark.
Neck.
Neck.
Bike.
Bike.
Beak.
Beak.
Garden.
Garden.
Gate.
Gate.
Gator.
Garden.
Cartoon.
Carton.
Goat.
Goat.
You did them! You did all of your words.